NBA 2K's build creator has changed over the years, allowing us to make really cool customizable builds of basically any NBA player we like, or even one that we want to make up ourselves. But it's not perfect. There are some builds in this game that you basically cannot make. It is impossible to make them. I'm going to cover what they are and try to make the closest thing possible to a build that matches that player in the game. Que pasa to the pack? It is Pack here. If you like NBA 2K25 news, builds, and updates, please join the pack and subscribe, and let's go. At number 5, I'm going to say Russell Westbrook type build, or a triple-double guard, like an Oscar Robertson type. It's impossible. I tried my best in the builder to make one. First off, making one that's like 6'3" like Russell Westbrook is just not going to happen, right? Because you need to have a high rebound in order to make a Russell Westbrook type of build. And even then, Westbrook has a 90 rebound in the game. The highest you can do at a 6'5" point guard, so even taller, is an 83 defensive rebound. There is no way you're going to be snagging over these centers that have a 99 rebound and 99 box out and 99 strength and high verticals. Like, it's just impossible. Like, as a guard, you're not going to be getting 10, 15 rebounds a game in rec. It's just not going to happen. And even then, even if you do make it an athletic build that can dunk a lot, and even if you do put it into rebounding and your athleticism, you're cooked defensively, which Russell Westbrook was a decent defender in his prime. His shooting is cooked completely, so you're almost useless anyways. Good luck getting, 10 points without any kind of shooting as a guard. 2K needs to let us be able to make a shorter guard that can get rebounds. You might have to sacrifice something like maybe playmaking, but you got to be able to shoot and also get rebounds as a guard. But even then, like, Russell Westbrook was a great playmaker that got tons of assists, so you can't sacrifice playmaking. That's why, like, you can't really make Russell Westbrook unless you want to break the game, which I guess that's a good thing for Russell Westbrook, right? Hey, we're doing a giveaway if you want to win 75,000 VC. I'm picking one lucky winner. All you have to do is follow us and also comment done in the comments. And I'm picking a winner this Friday. I'll make sure to reply to your done message to let you know if you won. The next one is the Muggsy Bogues type of build. Well, as you guys know, it's literally impossible. Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". The shortest you can be in NBA 2K is 5'9". Now, I'm assuming the reason 2K did this is, first, it's very, very rare anybody under 5'9" was successful in the NBA. Like, under 5'9", it was like Spud Webb and Bogues and like maybe a couple other players. Isaiah Thomas was 5'9", right? So 2K doesn't think it's necessary to probably have him that short. And in fairness, being 5'3" in this game would make it very, very, very hard for you. I mean, that just goes to show how impressive Muggsy Bogues was. I did my best to make a Muggsy build at 5'9". Max speed. He was a very good defender for being that short. Playmaking has to be insane. Layups have to be insane. And so you can do that, even though your shooting is kind of cooked, but you're 5'9" and not 5'3". So this is one that is unfixable unless they want to decide to make your player be able to be shorter. But in my personal opinion, if an NBA player has done it, I kind of want to be able to make that build in the game, because if I wanted to have in my career of a 5'3" player, why wouldn't I be able to? Plus, I'm not calling y'all short, but you short kings out there probably want to play at your height. Like, I get it. I understand. Y'all are short. The next one, at number 3, is a Yao Ming type of build. This one's impossible. Now, I did my best. I did get Zach Edey as a comparison, and to be fair, it's not the worst comparison to get for Yao Ming, but you can't be 7'6", which is 3 inches taller than what you can be, which is 7'3" in this game. On top of that, Yao was very heavy for his height. The attributes aren't that bad. You have the strength, you have rebounding, you have good defensive stats, you do have shooting like how Yao did, and you have the interior scoring. Like, the attribute wise, you can do it. That being said, Yao had a 90 midi in the game. You can only do a 78 midi with this kind of height. But attribute wise, for the most part, it's fine. The thing is, get these attributes and make him 7'6", and that would be broken. In fact, we should probably thank 2K for not making it possible, because you know how many 7'6" post scorers we would see? They would be unguardable. Now, if you make him 7'6", he needs to be really, really slow. It could really only be a rec build. Look, expanding the heights from 5'9" to 7'3" and changing it to 5'3" to 7'6" would definitely require a lot of changes. It wouldn't be little things. You would have to make the 7'6" and the 5'3s have to have extreme handicaps, because if they didn't, they would be so broken. And I feel like that demands a fundamental change to 2K. But again, my same argument with Muggsy is that if it's possible, because it happened before, it kind of should be in the game now. And Yao Ming at a time was one of the more popular players. There's a bunch of players that would want to make a build just like his. This next one at number 2 has always been the case. You cannot make Kevin Durant in NBA 2K25. It's impossible to make Kevin Durant. That's even for a lot of reasons why. So first up, being 6'11" makes it really hard to do any of the attributes that Kevin Durant does. So you can make him 6'10", 6'11", like you can do that. You can have the wingspan long, you can make him light, but now it's the attributes that's the problem. The biggest one, the most obvious one, is the speed ball and the ball handling are nowhere near Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has a 90 ball handle in 2K, and his field ball is in the 80s, right? You can't even do that at 6'10", let alone 6'11". And the scoring is even heavier. You can't have that long of a wingspan and also be in the 90s for midi and 3-point shot, right? It's impossible. Imagine if you could move faster than anybody at 6'11" while also having like every Hall of Fame shooting badge, while having shot creation animations. It would be cheating at that point. Plus, Kevin Durant can dunk. Plus, he can play defense. It just wouldn't be fair. And I think 2K knows that, so that's why they don't even give you the chance to do it. But yes, I mean, this is the closest I could do to make Kevin Durant. And even then, it's just like a super slower version of Kevin Durant that's worse at shooting. That goes to show, though, that if a video game can't make you, that's how broken you are in real life. That definitely says something about you as a player. And finally, probably the most obvious one is Victor Wembanyama. You cannot make Wemby in this game at all. First off, they say Wemby's 7'3". Let's just say he's only 7'3". He's probably 7'4". Yes, you can do the wingspan at 8 foot, just like Wemby IRL. But the thing is, the attributes are just impossible. 3-point shot alone, right? Wemby's 3-point shots in the 80s. The max you can do is a 73 3-point shot with this. You can't even do limitless range, which is what Wemby's entire game is right now. You can't do that with a build in this game. But oh wait, shooting alone is already addressed, fine. The playmaking, your ball handle at 49 and your speed ball at 44, if you gave this a 70, either of these, it would just break the game entirely. And then finally, it's the athleticism. You can't give him a high vertical, high agility, high speed at 7'3", max wingspan. It would just break the game. He would block and defend every shot. The game would be unfun. Kind of like real life. You cannot make Victor Wembanyama, and you will never be able to make Victor Wembanyama in NBA 2K because it is literally game breaking. There's a reason why we consider Wemby the greatest prospect in basketball history, because, well, he literally is. It would be impossible to guard him in 2K. That is it for this video. Did I miss any players? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.